Who's this, Richie, or is this James Brown? Who's this?
Richie.
Okay, Richie. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're fine. You just have to if you're on your phone, right? It says iPhone.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So no problem. If you don't want us to see you, you don't have to. You can enable your video or not, or you can just hear you. So it's up to you, whatever you want. But okay, now it's working on the YouTube, Jer.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
How's it sound?
It sounds good.
It's not echoing or anything.
Uh, well, it is echo. Let me see. Let me hear the sound. Okay, yeah.
No, it's good.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, cool. All right, we're live.
Live and alive still.
Crazy quarantine. Los Angeles. Quarantine. Houston, Texas.
And who else? Oh, Richie. Where are you at, Richie?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay, East Coast.
James Brown, man, where you at?
I think he's in the East Coast too.
So, yeah, we're just gonna talk sports and shit because there ain't nothing else to do, man.
Talk sports.
Joe, I finally got over this flu, man.
Oh, you feeling better now?
Almost 12 days, but I have a small cough. But now I'm alive and well. How you been doing? Because I know you said you were sick there for a minute too.
Yeah, everybody got sick here in the house like 2 weeks ago, so I know it wasn't well. Could have been corona, but I doubt it. And yeah, everybody's better now. We're just kind of like just now chilling here. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think if you do get it, which is inevitable. I mean, hopefully it's just like the flu, which they say. So I don't know. I kind of want to get it over with, but I kind of don't. So I'm just staying in. I'm definitely not going outside. I haven't been outside in like a week or so since it all started. Since we stopped betting on sports, I pretty much just shut down.
Yeah.
This kid's serious. But
well, we've been betting what? Turkish soccer, Russian basketball, Russian volleyball. What else we got going on? We got Australian rules football today. Aussie rules football.
We had some horses going on, but that was some people were betting the horses.
What about you, Rich? What you been betting on?
I like the NBA a lot. Dabble in college, but I try to focus on NBA.
Well, what have you been betting since the apocalypse happened?
Oh, geez, nothing. I don't know. I just feel like I'm pissing in the wind.
Yeah.
It's just like flipping a quarter.
Now, Rich, are you close to one of the major cities like Philly or Pittsburgh?
More on the Philly side. I'm Scranton area.
How's that's where Dunder Mifflin is at. So how's the lockdown going there, or is it being locked down anywhere close?
Not exactly locked down as much as just trying to self-quarantine. Not self-quarantine, but just kind of keep your distance, socialing, that kind of thing, more or less. But not yet. No lockdowns yet.
Yeah, it's crazy around here, Joe. So all the restaurants are closed. You can only go through drive-thrus now. Yeah. Is that how it is in LA?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, well, they're all closed already. Yeah, drive-through, or you can actually walk up to the window too. Like they have like a little window. You can get stuff out of there. But yeah, no seating. Bars, movie theaters.
Everybody on YouTube that's watching this, so let us know how it is in your town. But I mean, today I think they added like 1,500 more cases to the overall like outbreak here in the United States, and they say it's just going to get much worse before it gets better.
Yeah, but at that same token, though, they don't give up the people that are recovering already, that's had it, have built an immunity, and they just kind of give up the bad stuff. But yeah, I mean, you figure some people are already over the virus,
right?
I mean, it's what's like, so if you get it, you've recovered, and now you can't be contagious anymore. But but yeah, the people that haven't got it, like I think the older people, like I have my grandfather, he's like hiding away in the mountains somewhere in Mexico, so he just went to Mexico, hid deep. So Mexico has not a lot of cases, so it's kind of weird. They're not reporting, or they're just not testing. I don't know, one of those things.
Well, have they reported any at all?
58 cases, like about 3 days ago. And I was watching the news or some study on it. So I mean, that seems too little, So maybe they're not even testing. Who knows? I mean, it's crazy though, but yeah, it's inevitable that like I said, you just equate it to the flu. It's just like the flu, basically, but more obviously serious for people that are, susceptible. But
Well, Joe, they took baseball away from us for a while. I was looking forward to this thing getting started before obviously all this happened. Now there's not much to take away from preseason and spring training,
yeah,
but I kind of wonder now. We saw the major reactions to the Astros, where everybody was booing them left and right. I kind of wonder if when they get back to it, let's say they play in May. Yeah, I think there'll be some boos, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere close.
nah, this was the best thing to happen to the Astros because now the attention is away now from, now it's like, hey, we're coming together now. We all just want to play. I mean, I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, you'll probably get some boos, but it'll take a little bit, At the beginning, they might not even be fans right away. Who knows? They might be playing with minimal fan. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how long it's going to be delayed to. I mean, I'm guessing what we said, 30 days. Well, for sure, 30 days, right? Is that what we're looking at? Because casinos closed for 30 days yesterday in Vegas.
All of them?
All of my buddy that lives out there, every single casino closed. It was the governor's.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So everything, the Wynn, everything. So
I didn't know all
casinos.
of them closed.
Yep, they're all closed down for 30 days effect. So that right there tells you. So if they're closed, you can't bet if they, so for sure. 30 days is like what you're gonna
win.
Yeah,
but baseball's saying what May 1st is at the earliest. We got NBA saying maybe mid-June.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, how long can they go without the hemorrhaging cash? These owners.
Yeah,
are eventually gonna say.
Well, I guess there's a rule. If they want to, they can. They don't have to pay if they don't want to. So, but no, they're not going that far yet.
Just play for free, like when they were kids.
Yeah. Now, well, let's go back to baseball. So, you got to be feeling pretty good about your Dodgers, though, once the season gets started. Bringing in Mookie Betts, that's a pretty big pickup, and David Price.
Yeah, we got David Price, Mookie Betts. We got the stack. Still got our boy on the outside. We got Justin Turner, Cody. So yeah, it's a good team. But again, got the All-Star games this year, but I don't know. That's going to be pushed back. Everything's now just going to be now, I guess, wait till it officially starts and then everything's going to be. I'm wondering how football's going to be affected because that's like huge now with Brady going to Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah. So, isn't that crazy? It doesn't even look right. They already. I don't know. What do you think, Richie? What do you think about Brady going to Tampa Bay?
An odd change. I kind of still see him in the Patriots uniform, but I'm just still happy, still playing. I like to watch him play.
It's kind of like watching Jordan go to the Wizards, though. It doesn't like we're happy to see him play, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think the same thing. He'll probably try to want to take him to the championship right away. I mean, if anything, it'll make him competitive.
Mm-hmm.
He could. I mean, make a difference, especially in that division. So I don't know. Who knows? But that's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, can't wait now for like I said, football to start now. But to watch this stuff. But yeah. Who knows? Like I said, I know it's not going to be forever, so I'm just kind of waiting. I know it sucks for people, but what can you do? Baseball's going to come back, football's going to everything. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just I think right now, I think the roughest part is just right now because it's so new.
Mm-hmm.
Like a week from now, I'll be like, okay. Then we're going to get more maybe used to like, okay, it's coming. The end is near, of this thing, So I don't know.
Big shout out to Samantha Sanders. What's up, girl? She says what's up, everybody. So yeah, anyway, so what do we do, man? So we've been betting on this soccer, betting on some what was it, Russian basketball today. We had St. Petersburg plus 12.5. I don't know if you were following any of that action today, Joe, but Heartbreak City.
I know it's getting crazy now because everything is now moving to those games and so now it's kind of like weird. The line's moving now too much. I mean, you have to kind of figure it out because these are teams that weren't getting any action. Now they're probably getting all the world's action.
Yes.
So I mean, who knows what's going on now?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, So but I mean, I guess I'm kind of waiting for the Olympics. Speaking of sports, then what do you?
Yeah, but
If
didn't
they're
they
gonna
push that back too?
I don't know. I don't know. They haven't made it official yet, but
Yeah, I
I
thought they
assume
did.
they did.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that's pushed back. So I don't know. All I know is we're gonna have a lot of sports come, in a couple months. Hopefully, NBA still. What is NBA gonna cancel completely, or are they gonna start playing still? NHL.
Yeah, well, I mean, the NBA says mid-June at the best.
Okay, so NHL, same thing. Baseball be in full swing. Then football right on the course. So we're gonna have like just sports. So whatever we're suffering now for sports, we're gonna get it all double in a couple more weeks and months or whatever. So
Richie, what do you think? What do you a Phillies fan, 76ers fan?
I'm always a Chicago Bulls guy. I grew up in the Jordan era.
Oh yeah,
he was rocking it. And pretty much, I don't really have an exact perfect. I don't have a real favorite team. It's just you just can't if you're betting on it. Every team's almost equal.
No doubt. I love those old Bulls teams, man. I was actually right before we started this little podcast here. I was watching the Dream Team on NBA TV. That I love those times, man. When the Dream Team just were crushing people.
Yeah.
So the first game versus Angola, 116 to what was it, 48 or 64 or something like that. It was insane. At halftime, it was 64 to 18.
Yeah, they're killing them.
And Charles Barkley throws a couple elbows, almost gets thrown out of the game.
Yeah, that's all the good players. A lot of the players that were like superstar, megastar, like Michael Jordan, Admiral David Robinson. Remember him?
Oh yeah.
Charles Barkley, Elijah Wan. I mean, just all these good players, but
David Robinson.
Those times are gone now.
Yeah.
I mean, now you got a lot of soft players now that are they're gonna be not even softer with this corona. So I don't know. It's changed. I was watching sports like old games too. Like today, I was watching the Phillies play the Cubs 1979 game. It was just some random game they had on MLB Network, which was kind of cool. They had like a 30-something runs, but I think it was like 22-24. It's that big game that they had all these runs. It's crazy though. Mike Schmidt back then, Pete Rose, all these good players that just like you could tell they're just playing for the game. Like, there's no like they weren't like I don't know if you've ever seen that. Notice when you watch older videos of games, like they just see they're playing for the sport. They're not worried about their image or fans or endorsement. They're just playing. It's they're like in love with the game.
Right.
It just seems so cool to see that. But now it's kind of like you have to take it for what it's worth. But we'll see. I mean, I just never knew how much I was gonna miss sports till now. I'm like, man, I just haven't done. I mean, I've done a lot of housework. Time with the kids, but man, dude, now it's getting to the point where I've watched a bunch of Netflix. I mean, what have you done basically? I mean, have you same thing? I've been watching a lot of Netflix.
Yeah, I've been I've been watching Netflix. I've been catching up on Homeland. I don't know if you're familiar with that show.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it. Yeah. Well, that's I gotta watch that too. I've been watching Westworld. Look, that just started. So that's good.
Oh, you on season 1?
No, I'm on season 3 now. HBO. So it just premiered Sunday. So that's good. And then we're caught up on Ozark's gonna be coming back up on the 27th. I watched that. What else? I watched all Narcos.
Who's beating on the table? Anybody?
Richie probably. Narcos.
No, quiet.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there. So, video games, played some with my kids, Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, just I don't know. What have you been doing, Richie?
Well, still keeping the business flowing. I work for a utility company, so that kind of still keeps flowing. Major changes, kind of working from home, minimal contact with people if you could help it. Just basically trying to get through it and waiting for things to get back to normal.
Yeah, that's interesting. Utility, yeah. I mean, are you getting a lot of like calls like for people? How are you guys handling that? Like people that have to actually go on call, right? I mean, are you like a service tech out there or what?
I'm more of a distribution tech, more or less meeting people, trying to get new services and so forth. And
cool.
I'm not really the lineman kind of guy that has to go out there, but they kind of have to keep their distance as well as just a precaution. And, like I said, working from home as a way of our company trying to keep us from going in there and spreading around if you happen to come in contact with anybody. But it's just so weird. It's like I don't know anybody who has it. It's like it's just so weird. It's like it's hard to believe it's even real.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that has
it.
Richie, what's your name here on the Discord?
I think Cash 1977.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, man. I don't know anybody that has it. It seems like some people think that it's not even true, Joe. It's just it's all people are saying it's a hoax. I'm not going that far.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. I don't know anybody that has it personally, but I mean, I don't think it'd be. I don't know. I don't believe in that. I do believe that if if the president, because I watch him every day. Not to be political, but if this guy like snuffs it out, or he's the president on record that beats his virus, he'll get elected for sure. I mean, but because right now everything's in the toilet. So if he basically rescues the country, man, so he's got a big task. I wouldn't want to be him, man. But imagine all the pressure you wake up every day.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's say that it gets really bad. Like, I mean, even worse than it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that they even hold the election? I mean, I know that's back all the way until November.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, why? No, I mean, I don't. Yeah, you'd have to. I mean,
I think you would have to push it back. He's already putting it out there. He's a wartime president now. So in war, you don't switch presidency. Like you can't have an election.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, who knows? We're, like I said, uncharted territory, but that'd be kind of crazy. It gets pushed back, and then pretty much might be, like I said, the best thing for him. Who knows? I mean, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, he's still getting bashed still today for saying, I don't know if you watched it, because he's saying the Chinese, because I didn't know this. I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't verified. So if you guys are out there, that the Chinese government named it COVID because they didn't want it to be called the Chinese,
or the Wuhan virus.
They didn't want it to be called Chinese or anything associated. So they named it COVID-19. Like they want the world to call it that. And the president said, no, it's a Chinese. It's a Chinese virus.
I thought COVID came from the CDC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the politics behind that, but I mean, you got West Nile virus, so what's the big deal with that? I mean,
well, even the Lyme disease is I think it came from Lyme, Colorado, or something like that. It was an actual city.
Yes, I mean, what's the big deal? I don't know, but in this world of politics now, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, if anything, we are like I said, in a point in time where, the government. I'm not really, I don't know, people out there, I feel the same way. I'm not super scared as far as like, about the disease, or as a matter of fact, I'm scared that we're going to just go into depression like the 1920s. Like, I don't see bread lines or people rioting because the government's going to do whatever it can to, I mean, they already kind of do a lot. They're going to throw the kitchen sink to try to keep this all afloat, I mean,
don't you
think so?
Yeah, the world economy is going in the shitter right now. So, I mean, so that tells me that this virus has to be much worse than they're letting on, I would think. The reason why they're not telling everybody is because they don't want to cause panic. What do you think, Richie?
Yeah. I agree completely. There's something that we don't know that's happening. It just, like I said, doesn't make sense to us seeing what's happening. We don't really realize what's happening.
Yeah, because people are going around saying the suicide rate, and if you add the suicide rate across the world and the or at least here in the United States, and then also how many people die in a car accident every day, if you add all that up together, you're not stopping the world economy just on that death rate. So what's going on with this? Hell if I know, man. I mean, if you look at Italy today, man, they got crushed. I think they had over 500 people die just today from Italy.
Yeah, like 576 people or something like that. New York tripled or doubled their infected people. They're like 1,800 now in cases or something like that. They were at 7 something last night. They're like at 18 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, in the United States, they are up to almost 10,000 total cases now.
Yeah.
God, I remember when we were just talking about it, and it was 11 people. That was it.
Yeah.
In Washington State.
Yeah, but again, what you're saying, so you think it's much worse than they're letting on, and so is it like they're trying to hide it from us, or I mean, like,
I don't know. I mean, I can understand why you would do it just because you don't want to cause some kind of crazy panic. But
yeah,
hell, if you go to the grocery stores, it already looks like people are panicking.
I was gonna say people are already panicking here in the U.S. They're like buying toilet paper. I mean, so I don't know. It just I just think what the whole issue is that they don't want to have like what Italy is going through, I guess, where the doctors are have to choose. Sorry, you live, you don't, because there's not enough to
Beds.
care for them. Yeah, beds
Yeah.
and people to care for them. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're worried about. This huge influx of all of a sudden everybody hitting. Imagine if it's kind of like betting. Everybody hits the book at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
just if you flood the hospital with people from everywhere, well, what the hell are you gonna do? I mean, that's what the main, I guess, crux of this whole issue is that people are just dying left and right because they're not getting no care. So, but yeah, I mean that's it's. But maybe you're right, it is. So who knows? But I do know we'll get out of it. So I'm not really
Here's
stressed out.
one of the things that is a little concerning to me is Italy. They've been in a lockdown now for what, 7-10 days now,
Yeah.
and they had 4,200 new cases just today. So it's not even slowing down there.
Yeah.
If anything, it's ramping up. And they're supposed to be in total lockdown mode. So is that not actually helping? Is the lockdown mode actually not helping?
Well, who knows how many people were already infected? Like, 'cause, you know, the virus does supposedly you don't have any symptoms, so you could be like asymptomatic, what they call it, and just be spreading it around.
Mm-hmm.
So how many other people were well a couple of weeks ago, and now they're just banging out a whole bunch of more people? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's why I'm like I said. That's why we're just staying inside the house. We don't even go out for. I mean, you just stay away because again, you know, if you could prevent from it, you getting it or transferring to people, that's the biggest issue.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get people like out in the streets or out on the beach just chilling like nothing. You know, like it's crazy. I mean, you know, but hey, that's again, you know, people. I guess the young people are the ones that are. That's why the president. I guess that lady on our doctor, she was saying that we need the help from the young people. Don't just go. I know you guys will be all right, but you're going to transmit it to your, you know, elder parents and elder grandparents, and it's true though.
And those kids are like, man, we don't even want to go see those old people anyway.
And they were saying that I was reading some crazy conspiracy that it's something that the government made up to get rid of not old people, so they won't have to pay them Social Security. Or something. I'm like, oh my god,
That's awful.
Or the Chinese did it to control the population. Like I don't know, it's just I don't believe all that. Which is crazy.
Well, there's a lot of conspiracy theories. Pudgy Joe or Poogie Joe in our chat, he sent me a YouTube video telling me to watch it. So I watched it. It was interesting. It was basically, he said the United States, well, he didn't, but the video suggesting the United States had created this by accident in a lab in Maryland, and then tried to pass it off as a vaping illness. I guess there's a such thing as a vaping illness, and it shows the same signs as this COVID-19, and then all of a sudden they waited till flu season to get here, and then they started like pushing the stuff out as if like I guess it was an outbreak or whatever, and then I guess there was some sort of war games over there in Wuhan, and they sent some people over there, and it started spreading the virus over there, and that's how it all got started. Supposedly, it's a conspiracy theory.
Oh man, that's
who knows though.
That's kind of far fetched, but could be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what? I mean, if they did it, I mean, you're right. Then was it an accident, and then now it's all fucking everything up? I mean, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's bioterrorism or what, but
you know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I go that far, but I mean, who knows? Who knows what? Like I said, but yeah, I do think though, when it all comes out, it's much worse. But they don't want to, you know, I just keep it the way it is. That's why, like you said, maybe social distancing, as they would say, it will work a little bit. I don't know, but I mean, how could you really get away from it? If everybody's all of a sudden coming down with it, like, and everybody's infected? What can you do? You know, just you got to go outside eventually, you know, or wait till they. That's just crazy. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Like I said, I can't. You know, you can't live your life in just fear. Like, oh shit, you know. Only thing I worry about is when is NBA and MLB coming back. That's
exactly.
When is the sports coming back?
Hey, so what do you think about Mariota coming to LA or not LA to Vegas?
Yeah,
think that's going to help your team at all?
I don't know. I mean, it should, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows? We need a lot more work in other places. Defense, we need some help. But I mean, I remember the first year in Vegas. Hopefully, you know, it's a good year where they're gonna kind of like I look at like the Vegas Knights. They're gonna probably do good, and they're gonna just crash and burn or something. I don't know. They're gonna prop up that team though a lot. Vegas wants winners, you know.
All I want to know is I'm ready to quit the Texans, man.
With all the moves they did,
dude. I'm so over Bill O'Brien with what the hell are they? I don't know. trading off the D-Hop like that, it doesn't make a bit of sense.
Yeah, I don't even know what was the final thing. Why they traded him. Do they even know? Was it money issue? The issue? What was it?
So the rumor is that
what's the rumor? Do you even know?
DeAndre Hopkins and Bill O'Brien don't care for each other, and D-Hop, he signed a very club-friendly deal a couple of years ago, and now he wants to come back and renegotiate. And he wants like $3 more million a year.
Yeah,
he still has 3 years left on his contract. So big, tough shit.
Yeah.
We got Chris Brady saying that this is legit virus, no conspiracy. That he's worried. He doesn't think NBA probably won't come back this year. Yeah, I hear you, Chris. I don't doubt that you're wrong. Tell me exactly why are you worried? Is it the death rate or what? Tell us what's up. But so then I guess there was a big argument where Bill O'Brien told him that he didn't like the fact that he had so much influence on the team, and he said the last time I had to have this conversation was with Aaron Hernandez, and so basically he threw that name out there. But you don't throw that kind of name out there for the D-Hop.
Yeah,
Aaron Hernandez, and then he's like, "Stop having your baby mamas come over to the practice field or whatever." So anyway, they traded his ass. But the problem is how do you only get a second round pick for him? That's in David Johnson, a broken down Dave Johnson.
Well, like you said, it was more like kind of like what they did with Brady when they traded Garoppolo. Like he didn't really care; they just wanted him out of there. They got rid of Brady for a second round, also, right? So like. Bill didn't care.
Yeah, this was more of I think this was just more of an emotional thing, because Bill O'Brien's the coach and he's also
he's a general
manager too. Yeah.
Well,
it's dumb, man.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, what's funny is Cam Newton. Have you heard the stories about Cam Newton now?
I know they brought Bridgewater in.
Yeah, they brought Bridgewater, so now they gave Cam Newton the option, I guess, like a trade or I don't know. So he won't probably be there. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they're signing Bridgewater. For sure, Cam Newton doesn't have future there, which is kind of good.
Yeah.
I kind of want him to get out of there, too.
So we got a question here. Shanti Acevedo says, as full-time cappers, excuse me, how are you guys holding up? You want to take that one, Joe?
Well, I mean, my wife works still like a little bit, but yeah, it's just mainly savings, and we don't have a lot of big expenses. We live in LA, which is kind of expensive, but we have a big house where we have our family in the back. So typical Hispanic family, we have like 20 people living here. So it's like everybody helps each other out, and stuff now even more. So it's mainly just that's why I'm not so worried, because I have so much positive feedback here with the family. A lot of them work and stuff, and they all contribute. So it's kind of like a big community we have here. So they're all sports guys. My father-in-law lives in the back and he loves the Patriots. So it's just a lot of good. It's a lot of good, like I said, vibes. So yeah, I mean. And then again, it's just the main thing is health. As long as we're healthy, money will come again. Sports will be back eventually. Not really worried about it as much. I mean, mainly worried about my grandparents.
Yeah,
older ones. So that's it. Though. I mean,
from me, my wife works. I got a lot of money saved up. I also have a business that brings in income off the side. But also, I've been having fun betting some of these fringe sports as well. I'm not really using it as a means of income, but because I'm betting way less than I normally would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we're at, man. Just instead of betting $200 a game, I'm betting $50 or less on the game because number one, I've never watched some of these people play and. Volleyball. I mean, Russian volleyball, really? So,
yeah. Some of the sports, like, you just can't do it.
Yeah, just be quiet when you come back in.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I had to get a little concerned because, like I said, we have money tied up in Vegas at the sports books. I didn't even think about it. So I can't even bet. It's like, oh, well. So when they locked up Vegas, I was kind of like, bummed out. But, yeah, it's like.
That's one of the things. I had a withdrawal on Bovada. Usually it takes a couple days to do a Bitcoin withdrawal. I'm telling you, I think I did the withdrawal on March 4th, and it still hasn't gone through. And it's March 18th. Yeah, so they're holding the money.
Well, yeah,
And it was for $2,000. So
yeah,
they're holding money.
They are because again, also the big fluctuation with Bitcoin too. Bitcoin's just making such a big shit dive like everything else. So maybe again that and balancing it out. I mean, yeah, because I did notice that too. So I mean, but again, all these companies eventually, like I said, will be back to normal. Eventually, there's gonna be some carnage. Like some companies will go broke. Like smaller companies.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel bad for the restaurants. Those are kind of like people that live on tips. Like if you're just a waitress, now you don't have a job, no tips, no nothing. You're like,
yeah,
what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? No, all those people working in the casino.
Yeah,
everybody's filing for unemployment now too.
Yeah, well, supposedly some of the casinos are going to pay, or the big companies are going to pay. I mean, that's what's kind of funny. That's why kind of in China right now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's true or not. Watching the news, but that they're now getting kind of back to normal. Like Starbucks are opening up again. Like supposedly, I don't know if that's true or not. So like they've kind of like flattened the curve, so to speak, and have kind of are leveling. So maybe that's kind of hope if we follow that model. But I don't know if we're following that model. I mean, who knows? Like I said, so much misinformation. Like, who do you really trust? Like,
yeah.
What do you just gotta go with the flow. I don't know.
Chris Brady says, I'm worried about a recession. He says, I'm worried that people are not able to work. Basically what you just said, Joe. It's a little scary. I really think that we will get through it. But it's a crazy time, man. I never would have thought that this was going to go down the way this has so far. So this wasn't even on my radar like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, it just out of nowhere, unexpected, But I mean, that's what happens. I mean, they were saying something was going to come big, but like a war? But it's a war, but it's not a war with. It's funny. It is. We're at war, but we're at war with this virus. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was watching this TED Talk by was it Bill Gates, and he literally predicted this exact thing, and that's what he said. He's like, we think of war, we think of tanks and airplanes. They're like, no, the real war is going to be a little virus that's going to come in there and wipe us out.
Yeah.
So.
True. Yeah, I think I remember. I mean, what can you do? I mean, like I said, it's just worse panicking. That's why I don't stress out. I mean, people that are, I guess, on suicide, it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't worry as much. Maybe because, again, it's like I know we'll get through it again. Like in 2008 when all that shit happened, like I was worried. Then, it's just like we'll get through as a country, as a world.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Everybody's kind of working together. That's the one good thing, So, but it'll be all right.
James, you there?
James Brown.
We can hear you. You're just not talking.
Yeah, he muted. Oh, did he mute him?
No. Oh, now he muted himself.
Yeah, he didn't want to be heard. He said, but oh well. I mean, like I said, we'll be all right. I mean, now, if 4 or 5 months ago, then I mean, that's what I'm thinking. All right, 45 days. Hopefully everything. But I don't know if we could take this, or the economy could take it 4 months, just like with nothing happening. That's what I'm kind of. I guess the only thing I would be scared of. Like they need to get this back and going within 45 days. I think that's still a long time. But imagine. I mean, they're already doing forbearances on properties where you have to pay the mortgage or. It's just crazy.
Yeah, be careful with those forbearances because I remember during Hurricane Harvey, we had a forbearance on our mortgage. Yeah. So we're like, I mean, hell, if I don't have to pay for it, yeah, definitely. And then once the forbearance is over, they wanted every single dollar right then.
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah. So they gave us a 3-month forbearance during Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that 3 months, they wanted a 3-month check right then and there.
Oh shit! I thought they added it to your balance.
No, that's what I thought too.
Wow!
Do not fall into that trap.
That's crazy. Well, hopefully, like I said, people don't have to do that. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, that's. But yeah, it can't be for too long. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, 45 days. I'm an optimist. So at 35, 40 days. I mean, but yeah, that's what I'm saying about the elections you said earlier. I think we'll still have them. Mm-hmm. It'll be like a wounded country, but they'll still have them. So
yeah.
I mean, because you think about that's already November? Yeah, that's still like 5 months away.
Yeah.
I mean, look what happened so fast. Just as fast as we got this shit, we could get out of it if we just, I do think this is kind of like a silver bullet analogy. But what if something happens where some scientist comes up with something like they're fast tracking a lot of these things. I know they're saying they're not going to have a vaccine for in a year and a half, but some shit's got to give. Just where they're going to do something and they're gonna be like, oh shit, like, and I don't know. It just has to be, I mean, I don't know. Just as fast as we got it, man. It's just been, who knows? That's what I'm hoping for. They kind of, and then everybody.
No, I agree, man.
It's safe to go back to work.
Because I'm telling you, if I have to start capping esports, I'm not going to be happy about it.
Oh man, might have to. Yeah, I know. Might have to go to. What is left actually? Yeah, even the Mexican Soccer Federation is closed, shut down already.
The only thing that's left is Australian rules football. Their season opens today, and then and they're going to play, which is weird because they shut everything else down in Australia.
Yeah.
And then you still have Russian hockey. You still have Turkish soccer. You have Pakistani cricket. Mm-hmm. You have Russian volleyball. You have Brazilian soccer. So I mean, there are in Chile. They got some sports going on over there, but I mean, these books have to be like, have to be real careful with all these lines because I'm sure they haven't got this much action on these sports since then. Since this started, but so there is some sports, and now Korea is talking about starting their basketball league up.
Yeah.
And baseball because.
Yeah, they've really that's what I'm saying. So there's bright news on that front. That's what I'm saying. If you look at Korea, like you just said, China. So again, we're just kind of now at the tail end of it because we were kind of like the last to get it. We might get hit the hardest, but we'll also get over it too. That's what I'm saying to you. If you look at Korea, you're right. That's a good point. Where they've already tried to, and Australia. I mean, Italy's the one, and I guess the one that's really taking it out of the chin. So. But again, maybe also now that the weather will turn warmer, it'll be better. So I'm kind of hoping too. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering if that would help, but hell, Australia, I think they're going through their summer right now, and they got an outbreak going on down there. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, but how big it is? Yeah, you're right. But who knows? Like I said, I guess we'll all know day by day. We'll stay in contact. We'll still be on the chat here. I mean, once you see YouTube go down, then we're fucked.
Yeah,
then we'll be like, wave the flag.
So Chris Brady, he wants to talk about football. What do you think about this? Adding one game to the regular season and taking one preseason game away.
Me personally, I don't know. It hasn't been ratified by the Players Association, anyways. I don't think they want to.
No, it has. They agreed to it.
I don't know. I'm just I'm indifferent about it because again, it's just gonna be more revenue. I guess it's good. Another game to bet. Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I say get rid of the preseason altogether.
Yeah, exactly. Those are 2 games you're taking away, I think, right? Preseason.
Yeah. The thing is, I say get rid of the preseason altogether. I mean, hell, college football doesn't have a preseason. Have some scrimmages and just go out there and play football. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, absolutely right. That's probably the best thing anyways, No one even watches preseason. I don't watch it. I don't even bet it. Nothing. But yeah, I have an extra game and playoffs too. Look at what they changed the format for the playoffs, I think. No?
Yeah, so only the number 1 seed has the bye. The bye. And then they added a team, I think. Added an extra team.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that's good though because again, you know what I'm thinking about the draft? That's in a couple of weeks on the draft coming up May, right?
Yeah, aren't they pushing that back now or no?
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking for. I mean, they're gonna have it, but they're gonna have it with no audience. I think that's what the commissioner was saying. so just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see it. Like that's cool. No matter. But yeah, they're not gonna have any. It was really in Vegas this year.
Yeah.
So
they're going to do it in front of the Bellagio, right?
Yeah, exactly. So now that all the shit's going on, I think they're gonna just push it back or maybe just have it, like a teleconference on Zoom also. I don't know, who knows, but that'll be fun to watch where the players go.
What's up, Patrick? What's up, Brian? Hey, I'm actually not interested in the draft at all because the Texans don't have a first or second round pick.
Well, that's right.
Well, I guess we have a second round pick now that we should.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have second round. Yeah. But I wonder what the Raiders are gonna do. Man, they have a lot of picks this year, so that's gonna be interesting too. Probably pick up some defensive. I wonder where my biggest thing is. Where is, if Joe Burrow does go as number 1, which is expected, who do you think will be number 2?
No.
And will Tua, yeah, that's what I was getting to. Will Tua be in the top 5? Now that everything's going to kind of be maybe extended.
Yeah, they're saying Tua is going to go to Detroit.
Oh, what?
That's what I've been hearing. Hey, what's up, G4? Can you hear us?
Detroit.
If you can,
I thought Miami was trying to move up to get him eventually. Who knows? But that'd be a nice fit him to go to Miami. But don't the Lions still have Matthew on a big long contract still? I thought they did.
I don't know, but here's G4. He just started his video. What's up, man? Can you hear us?
G4 is in the lockdown in the. Oh, you took it off.
No, he's gone. He's like, I'm out of this bitch.
But yeah, it's Tua is where I want to see where he goes. So I think he is the better quarterback if he was healthy, which he's not. But if he passes the medical, I mean, I would love the Raiders for him to grab him, but they won't grab him. It's and now that I wonder where Jameis Winston is going to go. That's what I was laughing when Brady was announced to Tampa Bay or going. I mean, where's Winston going to go?
Well, he's not a free agent though, is he?
I thought he was. I thought this is his last year, or he was going to get. He was going to be eligible for his big contract, right? Wasn't it? Something like that. But I know he's gone though. He's not going to be there though. I mean, he was like, I feel bad for him, but he's horrible. I mean, what led the league in receptions and interceptions? Was it last year or something?
Hey, Patrick wanted to see Tom Brady go to the Chargers.
Yeah, why did everybody want Tom Brady to go to the Chargers? I don't think he. I mean, I know Chargers want him, but I don't know, man. Maybe better fit for Tampa Bay. I mean, what he wanted some talent. Tampa Bay's got good talent, the receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, well, so does San Diego. I mean, or LA Chargers, but I don't know. Who knows why? I mean, I thought it was weird too with Tampa Bay, but wasn't it the coaching? Something to do with the coaching with the what's his name, Bruce Arians or something?
It could be. I mean, Bruce Arians does like to air it out, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. I mean, some people were saying he was going. Oh, he's trying to figure out technology. Can't redo.
Yeah, I mean, I bounced people because they weren't joining the video. So.
Okay. Yeah, he just told me he's gonna try it again. He got booted 2 cash 1977. All right, yeah. Oh well.
Anyway, I mean, yeah, I had to take them off because they were taking up screen space, but they weren't saying anything.
We need people to talk in here. Let's see. Let me type that.
Where's Philly fan at?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm typing in the chat here. See if you want. Yeah, where's Philly? He was he doing something with his wife or something. I know he can't be out and about. He's at the gym. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, his gym's closed down.
Yeah, because he's always at the gym, so he must be bummed out about that. But yeah, or maybe he's doing family time or something. I don't know. Yeah, freaking Philly.
So Brian says, why so many NBA players test positive for the virus? I know these guys were around each other, but do you guys think all those guys got it through Gobert? It's a good question, man, because, I mean, so basketball obviously is a contact sport, and you're getting up in people's grills and you're breathing on people. And
saliva, sweat.
Yeah, I mean, so it's possible. I mean, I don't know if Gobert was patient 0 for the NBA. I just think that he happened to be the first one that caught it. So, maybe anybody could have probably had it. Hell, most of these people could have had it, and I bet you, what I don't understand is how not everybody's already been tested. Like, they're just now getting ready to test the Lakers. Why wait this long? Just get everybody tested right away.
Well, first, because there's not enough tests. That's
really
the big
problem?
issue. That's the big issue. That is the number one issue. There's not enough tests. I mean, that's what they say. I mean, that's, if you watch the news, there's just not enough tests, to go around, So, I mean, that's the bottom line. That's why Korea also kind of, was on top of it because they tested everybody immediately, started just doing it, So.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows? But yeah, to answer Brian's question, I think, NBA, bigger contact sport.
Yeah.
So it's like they were all, on each other's grills and stuff, and maybe one or two people caught it, and it just spread like wildfire. What are you laughing
Yeah.
at? G4.
G4 showed up. It looked like he was about to.
He was about to go take a nap. Huh? G4, come on, man. Yeah, we got it.
This guy says Chris Brady says Gobert didn't play against others, but I thought he did. Didn't he play against? Man, who did the Jazz play the day before? He tested positive.
I don't know, but think about this though. It's a Brooklyn Nets, right? 4 players in New York. They're having the biggest outbreak. Imagine if those guys went into contact with people out there.
Yeah.
So New York being a hot spot, which didn't even know was. That's what I thought. The same thing. Like, I don't think it all came from Gobert. I think in Brooklyn per se is being New York, there was just so much more maybe exposure to people, like them going out at night or whatever. You never know. You don't know where. That's the whole thing, is you don't know where you can catch it. Like right now, like you don't know if you step out the door, if you're gonna catch it from the door seal, whatever. Yeah. That's what's crazy. That's why I say it's just like the flu. When you get the flu or you get a catch a cold, do you ever think like, oh man, who gave me this cold? Like, you don't think like that. You're like, oh shit, I caught a cold.
It's crazy. So I know you've been around people that vape, and we just think about that. When people vape, that stuff goes everywhere. Like, it catches wind. I don't see how breathing is not similar. You don't see it, but it just gets spread all into the sky.
That's what they're saying. That's why they're saying that it's more highly contagious than they're saying, but they don't want to scare people. Imagine if you said, "Oh, just by being out in the air, it's out in the air." You're like, "Oh fuck!" Then you really panic. I don't know. Maybe you're right though. I think it being an airborne, virus, who knows? But it's just crazy.
I think the Jazz did play the Nets, or I'm sorry, the Jazz played the Celtics. In Utah, I believe, and I think the Celtics just got crushed in that game, if I'm not mistaken. Chris is asking about that. Either way, I mean, it's like you said. Who knows if Gobert was patient zero, but but like you said, anybody in New York for the Nets, they could have caught it anywhere.
Yeah,
so
that's what I think. Anywhere.
I mean, they're pretty much, New York's pretty much the epicenter in Houston or in.
Hey,
who's this?
We got another person. We got another SGD.
Let's see.
Oh, he's trying to get a sound.
Who do you think this is?
It's Tom. It says Tom.
Oh, it says Tom?
On the bottom, it says Tom.
I was wondering if this was Poogie Joe.
No, Poogie Joe's out trying to find a date to keep in the house for quarantine. Says she's going to have a call girl and keep her there until the lockdown.
Tom. I don't know Tom.
Tom's typing. We're like, hey, we got a new person. All right. It's funny.
Luckily, he has his shirt on.
The
other guy, G4, looked like he was about to go to bed. He had his shirt on and everything.
Oh, man. Sports. Oh, well. Yeah, no, but yeah, just to finish that. Hey, what's up, man?
What's your name?
A black dude.
Huh?
James Brown.
Oh, that's James Brown. I knew James Brown was not the real James. I knew it was a dude from the East Coast that he was talking about there, a white dude basically. I knew he wasn't James Brown, the real James Brown.
I was thinking it was, man.
No, well,
that's my real name.
I knew he was a dude from back. He was talking about the bars. We were talking about when he was at the bar last week was the week. One really nice, cool bar where it had all like St. Patrick stuff, and he shot the video or pictures of her. What was it at?
Where they were closing up at 8:00.
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
Yeah. I remember you shot that. So that's crazy. So what are you doing? You're in lockdown too, or what?
Yeah, kind of. Just trying to keep my sanity,
Yeah, you're kind of. Oh, you're the one that's gonna just say, "Fuck, I'm gonna go out and enjoy myself a little bit." But what can you do though? Even if you don't really care, like what can you really do though? What are you gonna go out and do? What? Walk around? Or what can you do? Think about it.
I have a rental property I go work on here and there, and then so I got something to keep my mind head straight. Yeah. But a lot of the bars and restaurants around here, you can go and get takeout booze. So there's a lot of really good places to eat around here.
Oh, good. So a lot of bars, a lot of nice that's good, man. So you're just getting takeout?
A lot of Tinder dates.
Yeah.
What's up?
A lot of Tinder dates.
No, my my girlfriend works from home, so we're kind of fortunate for that.
Yeah,
and then I work from home too in IT, so they're just paying us to work from home.
Oh, that's cool.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's cool.
So, what area of the country are you in?
Buffalo, New York.
What do you think about Stephon Diggs?
Diggs.
I think they're going to make a run for it.
Yeah, I agree. You got Dave from LA in our group. He basically is the Bills Mafia, and he can't stop talking about it, about how the Bills. I think they're going to win the East for sure this year.
Oh yeah, with the Patriots down.
With the Raiders, not the Raiders, with the Jets and the Giants and Cleveland, they all seem like they're not really sure what they're doing. Yeah. So that kind of opens the window for the Bills to take over.
I agree. I think the Dolphins. I mean, they might get. I don't know. I think the Dolphins are waiting for Trevor Lawrence next year. Joe,
you think so?
Yeah.
Whoever's going to get him, that's going to be a big. Yeah, you're right. That'd be a nice splash. That's another big prospect.
Watch the Patriots tank for him.
Oh, I know.
Oh man,
I know. Good.
That's not a bad idea.
Good conspiracy right there, right? What if they did all this knowing that they were going to try to get Trevor Lawrence? You're right.
I mean, wow, that's actually.
I didn't even think about that one. Yeah, think about it because they already got Brady's gone. They already knew that. They were anticipating that Lawrence is going to come to afterwards. I mean, you're right.
Golly,
and if they do tank,
right
and if they tank, they'll get the number one, and that'll be right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got themselves right back up for another 20 years.
Yeah, Patriots going to have a little Golden State season and just throw it in, mail it in this year.
Yeah. If anything, you're right. I just think the Patriots aren't going to. Well, who do they have as their backup? Well, they don't have anybody, huh? Who are they going to sign? Somebody just some.
Brian Hoyer's their backup, I believe.
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah. I'm just wondering.
So just run his ass out there and let him get killed. And there you go. You got Lawrence, and you got another possible dynasty.
Yeah. Good insight. I didn't even think about that one. That was already far-fetched into the future.
Here, I'm thinking the Texans are going to tank and then somehow get the number one pick, and then they're going to have Deshaun Watson and Lawrence on the team. Just completely don't know what to do with it.
But all the local sports guys are talking about, they're saying, well, what if they do that?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's still cold there in New York where you're at or not? It's still cold, huh?
How cold is it? 50s today. It's going to be in the 60s tomorrow. We're still on the spring roller coaster.
Yeah, we need spring to kick in, get some nice hot weather. Warm weather at least. In LA, we're spoiled, so it's been 70, but then it went down to 60 and we're cold. Like, I'm cold right now. It's 60.
What? 60 feels so good, man.
That's not cold.
I'm like, we're used to 70, 80, all the time over here. So it's nice. So it's raining. So it's depressing. The weather's depressing right now. But I mean,
it's 75, 80 degrees here. No humidity though, which is nice. It's usually so freaking humid down here in Texas. So it's been nice.
Yeah. So that's it. So you're just occupying your mind with fixing the property. What else, James? I mean, that's what I was telling Jared. Man, it's crazy in those sports. I've never been in. I cannot say I've never been in this position all my life. I've always had sports to base something in my life. I remember when the Phillies won. I remember when the Dodgers won. Mm-hmm. There's always a reference point. Now it's there's no reference point. I don't know. It's weird. It sucks.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of older hockey games, when the Sabres were pretty hot in the mid 2000s. A lot of their 2005, 2006 run.
Oh, that's right. You're a big Sabres fan.
Sabres fan.
Yeah. That's why Poochie Joe goes out with you. Yeah. Sabres. Damn, you're right, though. Some good old hockey. Yeah. Got to watch old games. But, man. What did one guy in the NHL cut? Only one guy so far? The guy for the Senators? Ottawa? Was it? Yeah, just one guy, right? That's what me and Jerry were talking about.
Released his name yet either.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Like that.
Yeah.
Upper body injury.
Yeah, dude. It's just so weird, dude. That what you're saying, more NBA players have it versus hockey. I don't know if any baseball players have it. Do you know? I don't think any baseball players.
They haven't announced it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. That's another thing. We don't really know. I mean,
who Yankees knows? Minor leaguers, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they said minor leaguers in the Yankees.
New York is like the epicenter right now.
Yeah, the hot spot right now in New York. Yeah.
I guess most of it's in the city, though, right? Not like up north where you're at.
Oh, it's here.
Is it?
It's definitely here. Everything's closed.
Yeah. Are people wearing masks when they walk around or not? Up there or not? Or not really?
No, hell no.
Really? That's what's weird. They don't. Well, maybe because they're not enough masks to go around.
Are they doing it around in LA?
Only the Asian communities, but not like not.
But they were wearing masks before all this was going down.
Yeah, they were wearing. But you're right. But
it's like they knew this shit was about to happen.
Yeah, it's like crazy, but no. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm only 5 minutes from the border here to Canada. They shut the border down today too, so
did they really?
They're not letting it cross.
So Canada shut it down, or they won't let people in the
It was a mutual thing, yeah. I think you're right about that, yeah. Can't go into Canada, can't come to the U.S. unless you have like permission or whatever. I mean, it's kind of, if you think about it, Trump's wet dream. Close all the borders. No one can get in, but not the way he wanted, though. I mean, locked down.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
So yesterday they were turning people away if they weren't willing to spend 14 days in Canada on self-quarantine.
Wow.
Really?
14.
Wow.
So you couldn't even go across like duty free and pick up booze on the cheap.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah, because they don't want the thing to spread. They're being strict there. That's a good idea, though. Man. Wow. That's crazy. But yeah, you're right, Jared. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it is going to get crazy because of the way our country is just like, whatever. It's going to be all right.
Yeah. So
who knows?
So you've been betting any of this Turkish soccer and crazy shit out there?
Soccer has been pretty good to us in the group.
Yeah.
Anything that really Philly kind of rides, I'm on, and then some of the esports stuff, the Counter-Strike, just because it's interesting to watch.
Oh yeah.
I haven't gotten into the esports yet, so
yeah, me neither.
Are you watching the matches on Twitch? Is that how you're doing?
Oh
yeah.
It's actually pretty entertaining because I used to play first-person shooters a lot when I was younger.
Yeah, that's one thing. You're right. A lot of all my kids are just playing video games. That's all you can really do too. It's like, if you're like inside, what can you do inside? If you're already inside, you've done all the chores. What do you do besides watch TV and movies?
Yeah,
you play a video game. I mean, there's no sports. I mean, that's the thing. Is like my TV is 24/7 on sports, and now it's just on news now. Like I'm pissed off, So,
yeah, like on ESPN today, they had the 2015 National Championship. I'm like,
I don't even watch ESPN no more. I'm like, this guy's just. I mean, maybe for NFL Live, I'll watch some NHL because I have all the sports package. I have NHL TV, MLB TV. So even on NHL, they're just playing dumb stuff. But you're right. MLB TV, like I said, is playing some old games too. But what can you do? I mean, what can you honestly do but just wait out and wait for sports? And remember, when the sports come back, they're going to come back with a vengeance. Betting, they're going to be hungry. I'm just waiting for that. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be cool once it starts up again. It's not like people think like, oh, we're going to be just all decimated. All the sports guys are going to die. I mean, no. Remember, these guys are all athletes. Imagine guys that they get paid all this money, like Mike Trout, whatever. They want to come back and play.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to come back and play. I mean, I was voting for. I was telling my wife that'd be cool if they had like a stadium where the teams play and they just run everyone through there and test them. All right, you're cool. Stay in here like in a camp and you can play if you really want to play. I doubt players will want to do that.
Yeah.
Like isolate them, isolate teams, go play. But I doubt that's just so logistically it'd be impossible. But that'd be kind of cool.
Did you guys watch the UFC fight on Saturday?
I did. It was just like, God, the Leafs.
I didn't
weird.
pay attention to it.
So weird not having a crowd back there.
Yeah, it was. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, what the heck? It was like just so like.
But was it good though? Was it?
It seemed like a. I didn't think it was that good. Did you like it? The Leaf lost, so I mean, like, I just like, I mean, but, what are they gonna do for the bigger fights coming up? Well, McGregor's gonna fight this year, supposedly, right? Is it McGregor Habib too? I mean, gonna happen?
I think Dana White suspended the next 4 UFC fights. Postponed them. He didn't.
Yeah, postponed. Yeah,
push them out.
Yeah,
these guys training for so long.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Jared. We're gonna have a big sports calendar come the summer. It's gonna be a lot of sports going at the same time.
Everything,
tennis,
too much. Yeah,
tennis, got pushed back. All the someone's gonna be canceled. Golf tournaments, but man,
yeah, basketball, and then baseball, and then football will be right around the corner.
Yeah. College football.
I do like the idea that NBA is talking about is they want to start the season at this point forward on Christmas Day and run it all the way through the summer. I kind of like that idea.
For next year?
Yeah, like for every year from here on out.
That'd be good. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I kind of like that, because then NBA doesn't get in the way of NFL, and then you can just focus on NFL, and then in college football, and then baseball can kind of get monotonous during the middle of the season, and then you'll have basketball to be able to mix it up.
Yeah, I think you do need in the summer, those summer doldrums, you need another sport, like a big sport. Mm-hmm. And you don't really have anything, but NBA would be good in the summer. Hockey would be kind of cool too. It's always indoors. They could change that up. I don't know. What do you think? Hockey's gonna come back or not? You think they're gonna have the cup?
I don't know, man.
What do you think?
It'd be a real bummer if they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think that these teams, the leagues are going to come back at least for a championship, at least to play playoffs. I mean, March Madness is fucked though. They're not going to ever come back though, right? That's done. That's been canceled.
Well, they considered a 16-team tournament, but I think it's too late at this point. They're not going to do it.
Yeah, but I think the professional teams will, because of the money situation. The owners are going to want to fucking, yeah. So I hope hockey comes back, goes straight to playoffs. That'd be kind of cool. Who would be?
Imagine being a college senior and that's how your year ends.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, they were saying that. Yeah, that people you never get that back. Never get that back.
Yeah.
But again, it's I don't know. It's crazy, but like I said, it'll come back. I'm just more worried about, like I said, people that like I said, older people that are gonna die. Because I don't worry for myself and my family. Just older because I guess it's, they're more susceptible. But I don't know. That's why all these sports guys, they test them and let them go play, and they're healthy. Man, they get paid a lot of money, but I don't know if they don't want to spread it or what. What do you think is liability? They don't want to let these guys. Come on. You think Kevin Durant's not going to come back from this? That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think? It's more liability? They don't want to spread it once they clear them.
It's like trying to do your job while having the flu. You're just not up to your peak performance.
But they also don't want it to play these sports without fans, because that's where they're generating a lot of their money. I know they're making money on the TV contracts, but they gotta have people in the stands.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, but again, at some point, I don't know. That's what sport do you think is going to come back first? That's what I was thinking. Like NASCAR?
I say baseball. Well, maybe NASCAR. But that's the only reason NASCAR shut that shit down, is because they need the people in the stands.
Yeah.
They don't care. There's no way the drivers are going to contract coronavirus against each other, right? But they have to have all those people in the stands, because those stadiums hold like 50,000 people.
Yeah.
Or in some of those
I think
stadiums.
hockey will come back. Hockey will be the one that comes back.
You think hockey will come back? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Hockey. I think hockey will come back way before NBA, just because NBA took such a hit publicity wise. Everything, they're soft. Hockey players are not soft. I like, right? Hockey players, you just throw them out there. It's crazy. But yeah, I hope so. Watch. Go right to the playoffs, man.
They don't even want you to know who this player in Ottawa is. That's how closed they are about this stuff.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, I don't know who it was. I just saw Ottawa, but why didn't they want to? Just because that's the way they are. They always right like that.
Because nobody cares about Ottawa, man. That team's
awful.
That's
true. Yeah, no one cares about the Senators. Yeah, but good point.
But, if these guys have like a concussion or like some kind of like injury, they're playing through a lot of that stuff. And like they have like broken bones they're playing through, or torn ligaments. They don't say anything about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Brian says college wrestling gets screwed over, and Olympics as well.
Yeah, I didn't think we had college wrestling. You're right. Olympics. Yep. What about swimming? How could you get it with swimming?
Yeah, you think the chlorine would probably keep you safe under there.
But it's like, I don't know. But I guess you're right. It's all about the fans. Because players could play whatever or do things, but if they're cleared, but fans are not going to be there. That's what I'm saying to you. Maybe they'll get to a point where they'll start clearing players. All right, you've tested it, you're clear. We're going to do this. I don't know. I mean, that's what I think.
Chris Brady says if the sports book F's him, he'll be pissed. What happened, man? What sports book are you talking about?
Oh, with the
I don't know what he's
not
talking
paying.
about.
Probably Bovada, same thing. I mean,
yeah,
like not paying her.
Yeah, like I told you, I got that withdrawal, man, and they're just
it's still pending.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
So who knows,
yeah, maybe. They must be taking a hit. All the books. Imagine how much money the books are not generating. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, everything. Like, who's really making money in this? Like, people are selling hospital beds and cemetery plots, or what? Who the fuck's making money here? I mean,
Vegas Dave, man, and his curling picks.
Yeah, shit. Walmart, I guess, is doing in Amazon. That's what that's Walmart just kicking ass, and Amazon. Yeah, that's. I mean, there's always going to be some one that profits off this, even though they don't want to. So,
yeah.
What can you do? But oh well.
All right, it's 10 o'clock my time, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out of here.
Wrap it up, James Brown. I like it. Yeah. What are you gonna do now, James Brown? What's the rest of your night? Gonna watch some sports, maybe? You gotta talk to the wife now too, right?
She's in bed. It's 11 o'clock. It's about wrap it up time here.
Damn, yeah, you're right. Still, I forget. LA is still barely 8 o'clock right now. So
hey, there's nothing going on till 3 o'clock my time. I think it's the Australian rules football. I'm taking what the hell are they called? I'm fading Carlton. So I can't remember what the team's name. Anyway, I laid 300 on it, like minus 300.
Minus 300. You laid minus 300? Damn, they're heavy favorite then.
Yeah, they are.
Fuck it, let's go then.
Fuck it, right?
I mean, that's what I'm saying, dude. What can we do now, right? I mean, just a shout out to Brian, one of the guys in our group. Brian Purdue Pete. You know, he hit like a plus 850 team, Limon. He even sent me the ticket. That guy made like 8,000 this week. The coronavirus is the best thing for him, man.
Yeah, and his book limited him after that.
Yeah. He bet teams that he would. He said, I just did the research show. I bet it. I bet the money line. I bet the plus 1.5, and it all hit. A $500 bet on plus 850 odds. Shit. I mean,
good for him.
So, hey, that's what I'm saying. I'm happy for him. You know, he would have never bet that team if he would for all these sports going. So maybe that. But again, that's back when it started. The lines are soft. Now all these lines are kind of crazy. Now you can't really even trust them.
Yeah, I'm taking Richmond, man. Richmond over Carlton today.
Richmond over Carlton.
3:25 a.m. So for any of you guys that want to stay up and watch that,
I'll lay the wood here.
Lay the juice.
Lay the juice. That's all we got. Oh well.
All right. Well, Tom, thanks for joining us, man. We'll see you in the Discord. And guys, anybody else that wants to join the Discord, links in the description.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll still be here. Yeah, we'll still be here. SGD will still be here. We'll all be all right.
Yeah. Joe, man, thanks for joining me as well. And Philly, what the fuck, man? Where you at?
Keep it safe, guys. Tom, relax, enjoy. You know, and we'll all look back at these videos and say, remember that shit? We were all scared. So everything will pass.
Hopefully I'll be here to laugh with you guys.
You will.
I got to survive through this.
All right.
All right. Guys, we'll see y'all later.
Peace out. Later.